Problem 5. We are given inequality 4 minus x squared more or equal than x minus 2. So if we write left hand side 4 as 2 squared minus x squared, we can also write it as 2 minus x times 2 plus x. So we are given that 2 minus x times 2 plus x is more or equal than x minus 2. So here we have to consider three cases. First case, if x is equal to 2, then one can obviously see that this inequality is satisfied, because on the left hand side we will get 0 because of this multiplier, and on the right hand side we have 0 as well, so inequality is satisfied. So let's consider second case, when x is more than 2. If x is more than 2, then x minus 2 is more than 0. So x minus 2 is a positive number, and therefore we can divide this inequality by it, and the sign of inequality will not change. So we will obtain minus 2 plus x, minus because we divide 2 minus x by x minus 2. So we will have minus more or equal than 1. So from here we conclude that minus 2 minus x more or equal to 1, and therefore x is less or equal to minus 3. So here we have to see what we obtained. So we consider the region of, so here is 2, we consider the region of x more than 2, and we obtained that x should be less or equal to minus 3. So we obtain this region. But since we imposed this condition, we are only interested in the values of x from 2 to infinity, and this region is obviously outside of the region in interest. So here we won't get any solutions in this region. So now let's go to the third case, when x is actually less than 2. In this case x minus 2 is a negative number, and therefore, let me go back. So here, therefore in this equation, when we divide by x minus 2, we have to change the sign of inequality. So we obtain inequality similar to this one, but with reverse sign. So minus 2 plus x is less or equal to 1, and so we already found solution here. So we have to only change the sign of it in this case. So we obtain that x is more or equal to minus 3. So here again we have to plot our solution. So we considered the region of, so here is 2, we considered the region of x less than 2, and we found solution that x should be more or equal to minus 3. So we have to look, the overlap of these regions will give us solutions. So x should belong to the following interval from -3 to 2. 2 is not included. But remember, in the first case, we obtained this solution x equal to 2. So when we write the whole solution for all values of x, we have to include 2. So x is from this, should be from this interval. So this would be our solution, and I can also write it as x is more or equal to -3 and less or equal to 2. So if we look at possible solutions, we find that C is the correct solution.